Studio Trigger is the result of an endless cultural tennis match between the US and Japan. Japan finds inspiration in the US finds inspiration in Japan, and it goes back and forth, with Trigger then taking its inspirations from this combined mesh of American cartoons and Japanese anime, making their shows immediately recognizable. With the recent release of Brand New Animal in English and the announcement of an SSSS Gridman sequel and a Cyberpunk 2077 Netflix series, the studio is continuing to gift us creative bombs of entertainment. Here's 5 things you need to know about Studio Trigger. In the early days, Trigger teamed up with production house Comics Wave Films to create a couple of web animations. First, it was Inferno Cop, a flash show that they only spent an hour a week discussing. After that was done, Comics Wave wanted more, but the team was swamped with Kill la Kill work. So they did something weird. They said, okay, we'll make another web series, but it won't be made by animators. This was Turning Girls, an anime made by the female staff at Trigger who explicitly weren't animators. So this would include production, writing, and even cleaning staff. Even though the show has literally no animation expertise, Trigger keeps getting asked to make a sequel. When Trigger was first established, they were using the conventional wisdom that they had to make anime for Japanese audiences. This worked out because, like a lot of anime, their work has intrinsic global appeal. But after the international support for Little Witch Academia, a local government project, they started taking into consideration overseas audiences. In this way, we get international artists like Janice Chan on Brand New Animal, and globally relevant political themes in Premiere and BNA. If you end up getting the chance to visit an anime studio, you'll immediately find that it's very hushed. Whispered voices, heads down, soft footsteps. But Trigger is reportedly a vibrant and noisy studio. Although it's worth noting that noisy for a Japanese office space could just mean slightly more frequent murmuring. But those that work between different studios definitely notice a difference, and also find that Trigger is a studio filled with toys. Although there doesn't seem to be much distinction between the toys they buy for themselves and the toys that end up inspiring their work. Although the anime are fun to watch, there have been some concerning reports about the studio in regards to labour issues. A couple of days ago, it was reported that a former employee requested a union's help in getting paid for their unpaid overtime at the company. It was also claimed a couple of years back by animator supporters dormitory head Jun Sugawara that Trigger wasn't a great working environment. In a post from the company, they say they are making efforts towards improving working conditions in the future. Speaking of overwork, Trigger is working with Cyberpunk 2077 creators CD Projekt Red on a new Netflix anime, Edgerunners. While all we've seen as a key visual, one thing stands out: the staff. This is a series directed by Hiroyuki Imaishi, previously known for Kill la Kill and Premiere, while having characters designed by Yo Yoshinari, the director of Little Witch Academia and BNA. While they've worked on each other's shows in a limited capacity, this is the first time since Gurren Lagann that Imaishi has directed Yoshinari's designs. And add on to the fact that this is Silent Hill composer Akira Yamaoka's first anime work, and we're in for something special. Thanks for watching OTAQUEST in Japan. Feel free to subscribe to find out more about the art and creation of Japanese pop culture.